Okay, so I'm going to show you how to reconstitute your vials. Let's see if I can get this into focus. Here's my vial from SJ Peptides, and I've got my reconstitution solution. It's also called the bacterial water too as well. I've got 2 of my alcohol pads, and then I've got my 4 injection pens that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to open up my vial. Now remember, these need to be kept in the freezer, and it comes, oh, that's not in, there we go. It comes freeze dried. Let's see. So it's in there. I'm going to take this top, this black top you take off. There we go. And then I'm going to take my alcohol wipe. I'm going to wipe the top of that one. Make sure that's good and sanitary. And I'm going to take another one and wipe the top of my water as well. So I'm going to take my first pen. And I've got my needle all the way up. Then if you've ordered shots needles from SJ Peptides, it's going to be a milliliter. So it says, I don't know that that's in focus. There we go. It's 100 units. So we want to fill it to 100. So turn your bottle upside down. Make sure that needle is going right in that center hole there. I'm going to fill it all the way up. Tap, make sure I don't have any bubbles in there. Pull it back down to right at 100. And I'm taking that out. Then I'm going to take this 100 units. You can see here, and not quite 100. It's, pull a little bit more. I must have a bubble. So if you have a bubble in there, you can shoot it back in and then just pull it out, kind of stabilize it so it stays, and then pull out. Okay, now I'm going to take this 100 units and I'm going to put it into right in that center hole of my vial. Here we go. And we're going to push that in slowly. Sometimes it does act like a vacuum, and sometimes it pulls it on its own as well. Now I usually leave this needle in because I'm going to use that as an injection needle as well. But you can see, hopefully, you can see that's starting to dissolve. And so I want to swish it around gently just to make sure I get everything off the sides, and any of the contents of the solution is really much dissolved. So just kind of swish that around. I kind of check the bottom. There's still, I don't know if you can see that, but there's still a little bit there. So I'm going to just swish it around a little bit more to make sure everything is dissolved, because that's what I want. Still a little bit there. Come on. Okay, now think of this whole pen as 100 pennies. Lower, there we go. So depending upon where you're at in your journey, you may want to do 10 cents per shot. You may want to do 15 cents or on and above. I'm going to make this one vial last 5 weeks for me. So I'm going to pull basically 20 cents for each. So my needle's in. I'm going to push my needle all the way up. Make sure I don't have any bubbles or anything yet. And then I'm just going to slowly, and this is where you have to pay attention, make sure you don't get any bubbles in there. So you might want to tap on it. You might have to push it push some of the liquid back in to the vial. Let's see, and I'm right at it. So as soon as you got it, kind of stabilize it, and then just pull that needle back out of the bottle and recap it. Now, once you've done all your vials, however many you choose to do, you want to make sure these go back in the refrigerator. So this is staying in the freezer because it's freeze dry when it comes to you. So it stays in the freezer, and then they definitely need to stay in the refrigerator until you're ready to use. And so I'm going to do the same for this one. Needle right in that center hole. Turn the bottle up so I try not to get any bubbles. And then pull. Again, I'm going to push it back in just a little, make sure I don't have a bubble in there, and pull out. Okay, and that's all you do. So depending upon how much you're going to put in your vials, remember, think of like 100 pennies. It depends on how many shots you can get out of the bottle. And actually, I need to get another needle. So I'll have 5 shots for this one vial. Hope that helps.